little Michael was born into a dysfunctional family in downtown Seattle. His father was a heavy drinker and would often beat his wife over seemingly petty things. But he never laid a hand on Mike. When Mike was 16, his mother had enough of the abuse and decided it was time to be free. She took her own life the next day. Mike's father, overcome with guilt, left his son and fled to Iceland. He left Mike his entire financial worth. Unfortunately, Mike suffered from depression after the loss of both of his parents and sought an escape from this hell of a life. He found it in crack cocaine. In 3 months, Mike had spent every last penny that his father left him and was now broke. But, to satisfy his addiction, he borrowed some money from a couple of loan sharks. When it was time to pay, Mike didn't have the money to spend, and he was beaten senseless. This led Mike to crime.
Empty the register.
It is empty. The whole store is empty, don't you see?
In about 3 weeks, Mike had stolen enough to repay his debt. But after paying it back, Mike decided that he wanted to join the people he borrowed the money from. They agreed that he could join, but only if he went through an initiation. An initiation that included killing his own father. Since leaving his son, Mike's father had really gotten his act together. The city in which he moved was dry, so it forced him to sober up and become a valuable member of society. Mike arranged a meeting with his father. He was there just long enough to catch up when Mike pulled a gun on him, prepared to execute him right then and there. His father begged for mercy, exclaiming how sorry he was for everything that had happened. He told Mike that there was still time left, that they could still be a happy family there in Iceland. Mike lowered the gun and forgave his father. But before long, Mike was given terrible news. His father had developed cancer and had a mere 2 months to live. He had talked to many local doctors, and they all said it was hopeless. But Mike wasn't about to give up. He founded a group called the DIKCS, or Dicks.
Dicks?
That's not even spelled right.
It's loosely translated from Vietnamese. The Dutch Indian Kidney Cancer Society. They were a cross between a humane society and a terrorist organization. They promised Mike that they would cure his father's cancer if he helped them with the mission.
Look, no offense, man, but I didn't come here for a history lesson.
Fair enough. I'll skip to the good part. the help of Mike, Dix attacked the entire country of Canada a few weeks later. Shane, you should remember this attack. This is what led you to flipping that switch and sending all of your citizens back to Adenac.
What the hell is Adenac?
It's where Shane's people are from. An alternate universe of sorts, connected to our world simply by a few dozen portals scattered all around the globe, and a leader capable of protecting them all. Only Canadians get through, or at least, that's all that's supposed to get through. When Shane sent everyone back to Adenac for good, he ended up getting Mike caught in the blast range. He was also taken to Adenac. Now as a leader, Shane can dictate who may enter and leave Adenac. But because he didn't know Mike was there, Mike ended up spending the next 15 years of his life trapped inside.
Couldn't have just gone back through the portal?
It doesn't work like that. A few days after he was placed inside, Mike befriended an Adenacian named Kyle.
Is that our Kyle?
I believe so. Kyle and Mike formulated a plan to escape Adenac, but something went wrong. The documents are a bit hazy on that part, but only Kyle managed to escape.
But if Kyle knew Mike, then why wouldn't he say anything?
He played us.
Now, I wouldn't say that.
He knew. Think about it. Who steered the boat thousands of miles in the wrong direction? Who took us straight to Mike's base? Who did Mike spare during his big speech? And after I rescued him, who tried bringing everyone back to the factory? Kyle.
I don't mean to stick my nose into other people's business here, but from what I've researched, it doesn't seem like Kyle has had any affiliation with Mike since his return from Adenac.
Then how did Mike get out?
That's just it. I don't know. He just kind of appeared here one day.